It is President's Day weekend, and it's a time, of course, where history buffs and ordinary Americans alike honor and celebrate some of our country's greatest leaders. Here joining us is our presidential correspondent, Jimmy Alexander. I have a question for you, Jimmy. Do they only celebrate our greatest leaders, or do they also celebrate, like, the Andrew Polks as well?
Well, there is no Andrew Polk.
Wait, no.
There's a James
Polk. Oh, my goodness. I was thinking about Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Johnson is horrible. Now, Andrew Johnson is horrible. James K. Polk, probably one of the greatest one-term presidents, former Speaker of the House, and he's the reason why the country goes from East Coast to West Coast.
This is why he's our presidential correspondent, because he knows he's a presidential historian.
Please don't besmirch the fine James K. Polk of Tennessee, please. But when you think of presidential families and they come to mind, you think of like the Adams, the Kennedys, and the Bushes. But there is one family that has a new member serving in office, and he is still in high school. And let's go out to Roosevelt Island with the great-great-grandson of President Theodore Roosevelt.
I am Quentin Colón Roosevelt, and I am the ANC Commissioner for Single-Member District 3D03, which is Spring Valley, basically, and Kent and the Palisades.
What does that position mean? You were elected to it. What do you do?
So ANC Commissioner is sort of the lowest level of local government in D.C. It's a volunteer position, unpaid. I represent around 2,000 people. It's an advisory role, mostly.
I also wanted to recognize Quentin Colón Roosevelt, who is the single-member district ANC commissioner for this area.
So it's really trying to be the voice of the residents who are closest to you, to the D.C. government, and trying to, help them with stuff that might affect their day-to-day lives.
When you told your dad that you wanted to run for this office, what did he say to you?
He was really supportive of it. I mean, I think he really understands how important it is for young people to get involved in local government, and he really understands how important it is that, people who are really passionate about the issues that our community is facing get involved. And so he was really supportive the entire time. He drove around with me to put up signs because I can't drive. He was just really great. I love my dad. He's a goat. he's the best.
Well, did we ever have this issue where your dad has to tell you, okay, enough with your elected official stuff. You got to finish your homework.
Yes, very much. I procrastinate by doing the other thing.
Do you tell your teachers, I'm sorry, I'm helping to make the world a better place?
I'll try.
I don't have the time to do my history homework.
They've all been really supportive. Luckily for me, I go to a school that's been very supportive of everything I do.
Now, I'd like you to tell us who you were named after.
So I was named after Theodore Roosevelt's youngest son, Quentin. He was shot down in World War I at the age of 19 or so he never had kids. So every so often in the family, you'll see a Quentin.
What does it mean as a Roosevelt to be here in Roosevelt Island with your great-great-great-great, 4 greats?
3
greats.
Great, yeah.
But to me, you're 4 greats, but nevertheless, what does that mean to be here?
I mean, it's a big weight on my shoulders, definitely. There's a lot of privilege in this family, and there's a lot of success in this family, and there's a lot of public service in this family, and there's a lot of history of that. There's a big history of that, and a lot of people in my family go to work for the government and go to try to make the world around them a better place because of the example that TR set and his family set. Most of his sons went into the war afterwards. He was really big on serving the country. He really believed in the American dream. He really believed in the spirit of America and doing whatever you could to preserve it.
Now, I would never ask for a favor, but I got a bad ticket. It's a camera ticket. Is there any way you can help me out with it?
No, you should obey the law.
Thanks, Roosevelt.
Okay, so first off, Jimmy Alexander just got schooled there. Number one. Number two, if there's anybody from the Metropolitan Police Department who's watching, Jimmy Alexander just tried to bribe a politician on TV.
There was no financial discussion with him. That was
no financial discussion.
There was no money's made, no offers made with cash.
There was offers. I guess he didn't take you up on that offer.
I was just making sure that he was an honest politician, and we saw he was. I was just testing him. The family's known as, initials very important to the family. They have TR, Teddy Roosevelt. They have FDR, which is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And now, I guess he is a QCR, and I believe that we will see him in the future.
Can we talk about colleges real quick?
Yeah,
he's a high school senior now, right?
Yeah, he talked about going to Stanford University, which is very sweet because that's where his parents met at a protest. His mom and dad met, so I think that's one of the reasons he wants to go there.
That's one inspiring young man.